What's up, guys? So coming at you with another multiverse video, and today is the day before the mid-season patch. Now they just wrapped up the into the multiverse stream, you know, where they go on YouTube and they talk about the new characters and the stuff that they're doing with the game, and they dropped a lot on our head tops, and it was so much that they also said that they were dropping a patch combat change video, which just went up. This just went up a couple minutes ago. I have not watched this. I wanted to talk about the live stream and the stuff that they talked about in there, but when I saw this video, I said, okay, I'll do a reaction to this. And also, I have on notes some of the major points that they talked about in that live stream. So real quick, I want to go over that. I know y'all probably want to see this, and I want to get to this because this is big, but like these are the other things that I am concerned may not be in here. And if you didn't watch the live stream, and it was good minute long, over an hour I think, so you know, I wanted to talk to y'all, tell y'all this, so if you don't know, now you know type of shit. So these are the changes coming, obviously gameplay changes, and they're going to be going over in here, and they said that they went a little bit more in depth in here in this video, so we'll watch the gameplay shit in a minute to see that. Big thing though, local matches, or you know, playing offline and playing locally, will now have all characters unlocked. So that means for tournament people now, the people that want to run tournaments don't have to now grind and buy all the characters, spend a bunch of money to get every character. Now if you play locally, you have all characters at your disposal, which is a big change that a lot of people have been asking for. Big one, huge. I like that change. And now with ranked, they're having Grandmaster rank coming back, which if you played in the beta, Grandmaster rank was the thing above Master, and I thought would have been there at the start, but it was just Master, which I'm fine. I'm already at Master. Me and Joe actually were grinding a little bit earlier today before the Into the Verse stream happened, and I'm close to Master 1 now. So Grandmaster will now be a new rank to ascend to after that. And on top of Grandmaster being added, they said that they're adding a cosmetic, a banner, maybe more, I can't remember, but at the bare minimum they said a banner will be added for that. So now you get that special banner for getting to Grandmaster. And they also said it's based on how many characters you have at higher levels, I think. So it's not just gonna be your, I don't know fully, like I said, but the way that they were making it seem was more characters you have at higher ranks will get you in the top 100, and being in the top 100 will get you Grandmaster rank, it seems. I don't know fully how it works yet. They might drop all that knowledge in the patch notes tomorrow for the big update. So like, I'll be doing a video on that and going in depth in that so that y'all know more about it. But they just said Grandmaster rank is coming, you get a banner for it, and it's gonna be a little bit different apparently compared to like how you normally get it. So I gotta see how that is in the notes and stuff when they talk about it. Ranked mode. Now, I'm not against this change, but I would have liked it if it didn't change, but I know a lot of other people wanted the option. So for the people who did not want to run a set after the first set, because it's best of 3, so if you ran the first set and you had to go for whatever reason, or just didn't like your matchup that you had and wanted to leave, they've now added a forfeit option, so you can now leave instead of being forced into the best of 3. So now, yeah, it's best of 3 because that's 2 wins, yeah. So instead of having to be forced into the best of 3, you get an option now. So I'm hoping with the forfeit button, you still get the points, and it's just practically like they conceded. I hope that's what it is. If that is what it is, I like that change. Also, they said that for rank, this is some other things that I like forgot to put in my notes, but I just remembered as I'm talking about this. You do play matches, and it's kind of, I don't know, they didn't say it exactly, but from the way they described the system, it kind of sounded like a placement match system, where if you're high rank with another character, when you go to your next character, you will do matches, and when you play your matches, you will now not just get thrown at the bottom rank, you will be put in a rank more according to your skill, which big change. People wanted placement matches in a sort, and I don't know if it's going to be pseudo placement matches where it's like placement matches but just don't have that title, but that's what they made it sound like. And they said specifically you'll play your matches and you will get placed in a rank according to where you're supposed to be, not just put you at the bottom and you have to grind when you're really a master player playing with fucking bronzes and shit, and it's hard to get out that, you know, you'll seemingly be put where you need to be, which is good. So ranked is getting the forfeit option, rank's getting that. And I think there was something else with rank, if I remember. I'll try to talk about it, but I don't think there was anything else with rank that I'm forgetting. They said that they've worked on the netcode and hopefully have gotten it in a better place, which is another big change. Another thing that we're going to be talking about here in a minute is also we're going to be talking about meter changes. They've changed some things with the meter. The lab in the future, not in this next upcoming patch tomorrow on August 20th. The lab in the future, they said, will be getting more added to it, and we'll be getting more changes, which is what we've been asking for and what we wanted. And for the people who want to know this isn't as pressing of one, but the last one that they said before they ended the stream was that on Discord, how they used to have those talks with the developers and interviews and stuff like that, they said now they're actually going to be hosting community versus dev stuff and having little prizes and stuff on their Discord for that and other activities. So that was something else I wanted to mention real quick. They're going to be having a community versus dev stuff where you get to play against devs, which for the content creators like myself will be like a really cool thing, because like if you've never been able to run into somebody like the cat or other people in the community, then it's like boom, now you'll get a chance to run into these high level players and maybe make a video out of it, stuff like that. Cool little things that like are nice. But the rest of those other stuff that I talked about are huge, big changes, and I'm glad that they've happened. So now that I've yapped for the first 6 minutes, I'll make sure to put a timestamp at the bottom for the people who want to just see the reaction. But if you want to see the reaction, I'm pretty sure you also needed to know that information, because I don't, like I said, I didn't know if they're going to cover it. But let's not yap any longer. Let's go ahead.
Manager Nakat over at Player First Games, and I am here to present the combat changes coming to Multiversus with the mid-season patch. This is really exciting, and we had a very heavy focus on improving offense in the game, so let's talk about it.
And if you're wondering why they're improving offense, that was a big sticking point that we've been noticing playing online recently, is that people play defensively and play it so much, and it's not fun to go against. So they needed to force people to be more offensive and force the offense to be better, to make people want to play offensively instead of wanting to play defensively. So that's why they're doing this, and I like this change.
First things first are dodge cancels. As you know, when you dodge towards an enemy and you attack, it almost costs 3 bars of meter, meaning if you did this twice, you would almost go in fatigue. This would make your character feel a lot more sluggish and a lot worse of a character overall. Now, when you do dodge attacks, it'll only take 2 units of dodge meter instead of 3.
And it's funny that they did this change, because I was literally watching a video where somebody said they need to either increase the dodge meter or decrease how much it takes from you, because doing this now allows for more stuff where your meter isn't as tightly restricted. But they had to do it in a way where they didn't just take the restriction off, and now it's back to beta Multiversus where you spam dodge all the time, and now it feels like nobody can punish anything.
However, when you do dodge jump or a boosted jump, you will still lose 3 meter bars. The dodge jump cancel window,
I think that one is more so people don't just spam that, which is fair. But at the same time, I would imagine if that change isn't good enough and like that needs to be changed as well, they'll change it, because they're changing the way it is used on other stuff. So we got to see how that one is. Maybe that one needs to stay that way for a reason.
while dodge meter is empty, actually feels a lot worse now. So before, when you did a dodge jump while you were in burnout or fatigued, you would still be able to pretty much jump immediately. Now, when you do that dodge, it will be delayed, so you will not be able to jump immediately, making it a lot easier to catch opponents while they are fatigued.
Because sometimes trying to catch a fatigued opponent was still very difficult.
We wanted to introduce more movement options into Multiversus, and so we thought to implement dodge lands. The way to do a dodge land is to do a air dodge when you're at a certain distance to the ground, aka close to it, and you will be able to slide forward or backward with momentum, and this can also be done on platforms. So if you want to dodge down,
and see, that's the movement tech we've been waiting on, bro, because you saw how AJ Smith just glided over that platform.
If you want to
and off the platform, and he didn't get stuck on it, which would happen a lot now, and I would hate that shit because it would stop my momentum. And now when I'm trying to punish somebody or get a hit, I was like, bro, now I'm stuck on the platform. Now I gotta wait for my animation to stop. Now I gotta punish. Now this gives me the ability to go get in in a hurry, but like it takes skill to do it also, because it's not just dodge jump and dodge and then boom, now you get it. No, you have to do it certain height above the platform and then do it to then get the momentum to then go into a move.
Dodge down or into your opponent, but you're not close enough to hit them, your character will slide on the ground towards them, and you will be able to input a move during this time as well. Not only is it useful for movement, it also looks really cool.
Nah, I'm about to say, that's sick how he like slides off the platform.
If you decide to do a dodge land off of a platform, you are actually able to either retain your positioning on the platform and stay on it, or you can slide off of the platform, which will allow you to be actionable and use a move as well.
See, that's what I'm gonna have to get into the live and test, the sliding off the platform, because that's mainly what I'm gonna be wanting to do with that.
In Multiversus, when you are trying to recover back to the stage, you typically have to climb the wall to get back on. We wanted to make wall clinging and wall fatigue more punishable because players were able to kind of hang on to the wall for an extended period of time and just throw out moves relentlessly until they were let back on by the opponent. Now, when you cling onto the wall, you will actually have wall fatigue after spending 5 seconds on the wall,
which is a big change because, like you said, some people used to sit on the wall for so long and just do moves that would like if I was playing somebody who was playing bugs and I had bugs, they'll play bugs and sit on the wall and do bat all right here while I'm waiting here to punish them, and the bat is gonna hit me before I hit them, so they're just in a situation where I can't approach them. But as long as they don't mess up their attack, then I can't do anything to punish them, you know? And if I drop my safe on the ledge trying to hit him, he'll see it, be able to jump up and punish me potentially by the time I come out the safe animation. And I'm like, that was just so hard to deal with. So this is very good.
Down from 8.5 seconds. Fighters will also
so like what, 5? Yeah, so 3 seconds. So 3 second change of sitting on the wall. So now you have 3 seconds less to do it. You sit on the wall for 8 seconds before, that was how long it took for fatigue to hit. Now it's 5 seconds, now your fatigue is going to start hitting. And there's something else in here they're going to mention.
Also begin to slide faster on a wall after 2 consecutive wall clings down from 4, and fighters will reach maximum wall fatigue after 8 consecutive wall clings down from 12. This is to make it so that players feel more inclined to feel a sense of urgency to get back onto the stage, and fighters will no longer refresh their air dodges or air specials if they wall cling at maximum wall fatigue.
See, that was the one. I didn't know that they also didn't get their air specials back, because they didn't say that one in the stream, I don't think, or I missed it, but they said for sure the other one, which was if you're sitting on the wall for too long, you will lose meter for staying on the wall, and you do not get your meter build to start coming back. You don't get the ability to start gaining meter back until you touch the platform on the top. So as long as you sit on the wall, your meter will go down and it will not come back until you get on that platform and get your ass up here with the rest of us, which I love that change, because it really does make people not just want to be bitches and sit there and, oh, I'm just going to camp on the ledge the whole time and hit you when you try to punish me.
So you will still be able to jump to try to make it back onto the stage, but you will not have certain options in your kit anymore.
And I do think that was a good change, because you didn't want it to be so harsh that like anybody ends up on the ledge, they're just dead. Because one thing I like about Multiversus is that you can do a little bit of stuff on the ledge to come back from potentially almost dying. But the problem is you make it too easy to do it and don't give enough of a punish, then people are just going to abuse it. Now they're punishing it more, but not punishing it so much that anybody who touches the wall twice dies immediately, their meter's gone and all that. Like, no, it's has a window of before you are punished too harshly, and now you're punishing them really harshly, which I like.
And lastly, fighters losing dodge meter from maximum wall fatigue can no longer gain any dodge meter until the fighter lands onto the stage again.
Like I
said,
this
is going to be a big one. So priority hitboxes are in the game, and what are these exactly? We felt that jabs were a bit too strong, not only in neutral, but just as a punishment tool as well. Starting now, all ground side attack combo hits beside the last part, which is the finisher attack, will now be considered low priority attacks, losing to other moves. Before,
I'm so happy this is in the game, bro, because if you played against Joker, bro, y'all know, and I play bugs. So I don't really have like the jab that like some people have, but like dog, if you got hit with that first jab, sometimes it was just raps. Like specifically when I play bugs, right? I will do a move and try to hit somebody, and they'll throw out their jab, and we'll trade. And because Bugs is his little rolling punches that he does to break armor is so slow sometimes, bro. I would get hit by another jab even though we both just clashed, and I was like, bro, this is so ass. I can't do anything about this.
Or jabs were able to beat certain grounded and aerial options. Now jabs have lower priority, making them lose more often to these options.
That's really
so you
good.
should be coming out on top more in these interactions. This is to stop jabs from over-centralizing how you play Multiversus and to take less power from them and put power into other moves.
Again, something that I saw another YouTuber talk about, where they were saying the jab meta is crazy, because if your character don't have a jab, you're fucking screwed. Like Joker, Wonder Woman, who's another one? Technically Samurai Jack, because he got his kick that he does with his first one. Like, those moves are fucking hard to beat, bro, at like a certain point, because like you can be trying to play around it and you'll still get hit by it because they're that good.
Our terrain bounces no longer are affected by attack decay, and the knockback have been reduced, but we have also introduced a new mechanic into the game, which is called automatic ground teching. When a fighter is the victim of a combo that bounces them off the ground, if they are bounced off the ground again, they will instead perform an automatic tech. This tech allows them to break out of ground bouncing combos by stopping the fighter on the ground and returning them to an idle pose with invincibility frames.
Which is so good, because literally earlier today, me and Joe were playing against the Iron Giant, and he hit a loop, but like it wasn't a true loop. I could have got out of it, but it was kind of hard to get out of it as well. So it's just like, now this won't be an option. Now I will be given a tech to be able to get out of that instead of just being stuck in it.
If the fighter holds left or right during the tech, they will move a short distance in either of those directions, but if they press nothing at all, they will actually tech in place in the same spot. This is another option.
Which is, I wonder how quickly you can parry out of that, because if you can parry out of that fairly quickly, then that's a good way of reversing your opponent. If you can time a parry at the right time, that might be sick, because then you'll get a punish.
Option not only to,
but it's good that they allow you to take either way to get out of that.
Prevent people from being comboed over and over and over without any way of getting out, or just taking complete agency away from them. But this will also allow players who predict which direction that the person that is teching is going to go in to try to continue to press their offensive positioning from winning the interaction that allowed them to get the combo in the first place.
Which I think is good, because like you said, it's not just making combos and killing them, but it's like you now have to be skillful enough to read the tech, which is the thing that people have been asking for, is that put some skill in some of this stuff, where like you actually gotta get good reads and actually do certain things if you're gonna do a certain way. Like if you're gonna hit 2 spikes with that mallet, they're gonna be able to take out of it now. Now, if you want to continue your offense, you better read their tech right, and you better punish it accordingly. If you don't, they will get the ability to now punish you because you didn't punish them for it, which again, I think is just better, because now it's not just you're stuck in it, now it's actually requiring skill to beat it.
Important. Automatic ground teching will only initiate on the second ground bounce during combo. That way, players can still have and enjoy ground bounce combos. We are also able,
which is also good, because you don't want to take away some ground bounce combos, because sometimes that's all some characters have. So if you just stripped it away altogether, then people wouldn't have had anything. So I think that's a good change.
Introduce more attacks that will ground bounce in future patches as well. So this helps out players who need to escape combos, and this also helps players who want to try to chase to extend combos as well. We hope that you enjoy this mechanic. We hope this mechanic is helpful, and we hope that all of these changes for offense coming up in the Season 2 mid-season patch prove to be not only effective, but also enjoyable. Thank you so much for watching. This again is your community manager, Nakat. Take it easy. Have a great day.
And like I said, all of these was just what we were waiting and hoping for. Now, I don't want to go too long because this video has already been a long yap session. It's about to be 20 minutes, so I'll wrap this up here. Let me know down in the comments below how you're feeling about this. I will be making a video talking about the patch notes. I'll probably have some gameplay of the patch and all that stuff going forward, to like see how I feel about it and show off some of this stuff that's going on and that they've added. So let me know down in the comments below how you feel about all these changes. If there's something that you still want them to put in the game, put it down in the comments. I'll read it. I like to read y'all responses. I like to see what y'all think, because sometimes y'all think of something that I didn't even think about. But I'll see y'all next time though. Like, subscribe if you're new. Peace.
I wanna be good, but I'm stuck being bad. I wanna get money and chill by myself. I wanna send money, my family need help. I need me a girl just to help with the stress. Somebody to care, this hair, this rare everywhere. My fault is heavy, this chain is heavy. I know they gon' hate me cause haters is plenty. I rode in an Altima, burned out a Chevy. Those times were heavy.